I'm so sick of these discussions about why marriages don't last like our grandparents' marriages. Life is different. If your granny had Instagram and knew how to read, she would have left Earl lying butt too.
A lot of people's grandpa, uncle them was out here. They were rolling stones. Okay, wherever he lay his hat was his home. Now, men have access to where they can see a chick in a whole nother country. And that's also the reason for the rising age of when men are getting married. Like, they're taking longer to get married now.
Today's women, this new age, it's like, you need to be a trick. They like pimps. I don't think that women even know the power of persuasion and the gift to prophetically suggest y'all into being who y'all are made to be. I think that we lack the awareness and sometimes even ignorant to the fact that God created us to be a helpmate. So when women are looking for an equal, they're actually not even operating in their divine purpose, because we are supposed to help you get to who you are supposed to be.
This is an Iwegbus production.
Period. One of the people that Namdi likes, Charlamagne, posted this post on Instagram, and I thought it was super good to talk about. He said, I'm so sick of these discussions about why marriages don't last like our grandparents' marriages. Life is different. If your granny had Instagram and knew how to read, she would have left Earl lying butt too. One reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I do believe that social media has played a huge part in cheating and infidelity. I do believe that cheating has played a huge part in the lack of contentment in marriages. Men being able to see more than what they used to be able to see back in, grandpa them day. But there's also something that I don't agree with. And so, baby, I don't know if you want to share your thoughts on this, because I know you probably more so agree with him.
I sure do.
Okay.
Yeah. So so here's the thing. He's definitely telling the truth. And this is one of the reasons why I like Charlamagne. And I'm praying for Charlamagne to get saved. Charlamagne's like a mix of a little bit of everything. He's a little bit
he
of
is a
this,
mix of
with
everything.
a little bit of that.
He sure is a mix of
a
everything.
little bit of Buddhism with a little bit of Christianity.
And he likes a little bit of everything too.
Stop, man. She tried to say that he's, or he might be curious.
Charlamagne is so suspect when it comes to that.
He is. I will say that.
He says really like cross the line things to
definitely
other men.
bunch of pause moments
For sure.
Well, and I think they do it to play, but at the same time,
that
that's a little far. I don't even play.
That much
We don't.
playing in the
Me and my friends, they never play like that. But anyway, I get what he's saying there. So first off, number one, for nowadays, men have access. I mean, just think about, well, first off, we have access to the world now at our fingertips.
For sure.
Think about your grandma and grandpa having that type of access. Number one, grandpa was out here. A lot of people's grandpa, uncle them was out here. They were rolling stones. Okay, wherever he lay his hat was his home. All right, that's how it was. But they would have been even more out here, even further out here, if they had social media at their fingertips. A lot of times people stay with the same person because they didn't know what was the options, or all they knew what was on a block. Men knew what was on a block. They knew the lady at work. Now men have access to where they can see a chick in a whole nother country.
Facts.
And that's also the reason for the rising age of when men are getting married. Like, they're taking longer to get married now because it's just like, dang, I got a buffet. Well, ooh, dang, something came on my timeline the other day that I wanted, and they can't. And it's hard for them to stay faithful and all those things there too. So I believe, number one, your uncle, your grandpa, all of them would have been even further out here. But yes, grandma would have left his line, but why? Because women, like, she would have saw too that, okay, it's something around
her stuff.
Yeah, people liking her stuff.
Yeah.
I believe that women, we go off of the site, right? So we going off of what we see on the timeline, and now I want this chick. And then, dang, now I'm with her, but dang, I see another one now. So we going off of sight.
Yeah.
Women, we going off of emotion. So just think about it. You guys are seeing all of these different men on your timeline talking that good talk. Sometimes talking that talk that your husband not talking. So now you like, there is a man out there that understands what I'm saying. A man out there that be busting down them dishes and stuff.
Okay.
When I be sitting up here looking at him like, are you going to do something? A man out there that be cooking. Like, when I'm looking at him like, are you going to do something? So I think, grandma would have saw that and been like, hold up, man, I can go over here to so-and-so and he can take care of some of my needs. Here's the problem, though. She'll get over there and know that he was just like Earl. Lying, but he got some issues, too, when it comes to it. So I believe that this would have affected grandma and grandpa. They both would have been out here bad.
Dang.
Divorce, no, not all of them. Not all of them, okay? It would have been some people that stuck around, but divorce rates would have been even higher back in those days.
Wow.
That's what I think, because women, like, just think about it. I be looking at the clip sometimes. Sometimes I be looking at dude Jeremy Anderson come on there. That's one of my guys there. But Jeremy be talking that spice talk. He ain't gonna do like what I do with my wife. I'm a cook for her. I'm gonna go ahead and pour her up a drink. I'm gonna bust down the dishes. I still do that. You know, he be talking like, dang man, like scroll over. Oh my wife, I'm about to block Jeremy Anderson from my wife's phone, cause he be out there talking that spice talk. He's like, I told my wife, 9 months. You don't have to worry. I held out for 9 months for his wife. I'm like,
y'all. Jeremy Anderson
did not. I'm gonna follow him, Jeremy Anderson.
Stop.
Nah, shout out to Jeremy. He's great, man. Stand up guy.
He did not have. He was not intimate with his wife for 9 months because she was like going through physically, and she didn't even ask. He said that the Lord told him like just release her of that obligation. Everybody was like. A year. That's what 9 months.
Just think about if your girl would have known. Okay, well, there's a man out there that'll do that for me.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and here you are wanting to hump every 5 seconds. Yeah. I got a headache. You don't care about that. Stomach hurt. You don't care. You just like bend over. See?
She would have known that it was a buffet of men out there waiting on her, and she would have went for the okie doke too.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree a little bit with what you're saying, but the only reason why I disagree, y'all, is because I feel like the women of that time were very different than the women today. I feel like back then, the women had this man is messed. He got some issues, but I got a good man. This man works. This man comes home. This man provides. This man, I'm able to go and get my little whatever at the store and get my little clothes. And if I want something, he gonna work for it. He's a hardworking man, right? The basics of a man. He's a provider. He's a protector. He takes care of me. And I feel like the women were more content back then. Today's women, this new age, it's like you need to be a trick. Like you
they like where the bag at?
Where the bag at? Okay, yeah. Like literally, they like pimps. Come over here and give me some head and put that money on that side and get up out of here.
Yeah, they listen to Cardi and them.
Yeah, like they have a different type of aggression to them. The new age women don't know what it feels like for a couple of reasons. Let me not say don't know. Some of them don't know what it feels like to have to fight for something that is decent, like a decent man, right? Because one, they might have their own bag, right? They might have their own bag. They can pay their own bills. I'm pulling up in a 2. I got a 2. I can pay whatever I want to. You are just an addition. So if you come in my life, you automatically need to be a multimillionaire. You automatically need to be putting down. So because they have that energy, they also don't have the wisdom to work with a man, to stay with a man, to learn emotional stability, maturity, to work out in relationships. Yeah. So now that's why it's like this rotation with the men. That's why women have way more bodies now. I saw a YouTube interview of a woman having 1,000 bodies. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a thing. Instagram baddie, all of the things that the girls are. And so I feel like the reason why I disagree with this just a little bit, I think the women back in grandpa them days, our grandmas were a little different. That's why it was 55 years married. That's why it was 65 years marriage. And I don't think all grandpas was cheating either. I can't stand on
not
that.
All of them.
Because my grandpa didn't cheat.
No,
okay?
my
grandpa was a God-fearing man who loved his wife, and they made it to 65
years. A good majority
years.
of them did.
No, I don't believe a good majority. I don't believe that. I think more men cheat today, and I think men cheat with men. I think that men do a lot more today.
Now y'all got to compete with both sides.
Y'all literally have to compete.
That's wild.
I did an interview.
Hold up, but then men got to compete with both sides. So
the girls be gay. They be doing that for like the men. Women don't really be wanting to be with a woman for the rest of their life.
Some of them be running around with a girl that look like a man.
That's not, yeah.
Coming in, she taping her stuff down. You know what I'm saying? I was looking at, I can't remember what her video was. Had a bunch of, I can't remember what it was. It was a bunch of, it was Lil Duval.
Okay.
He said, man, the competition out here is something. I can't remember what he said. Yeah. And it was a bunch of them just like, what's up? Yeah, you know. And I'm like, what? And they was acting straight up. They look like a bunch of young M.A. What's her name? Young M.A.? Mm-hmm. Whatever. Yeah, that's what
I just don't think like. I don't think a lot of women are actually like fully lesbians. I think most of them experiment. But most women, in my personal opinion, I feel like most women want to be with a man. Even if they freaky and they actually want to experiment with a woman, most times they want to be. So I don't feel like men are competing with lesbians. I do.
Not as much, no.
Because you got to think, what a woman does to a man, what a woman does to another woman is what a man does to a woman. She straps up. Mm-hmm. What a man does to another man, a woman can't do to a man. Right. So when you experience a man as a man, that's something I can never give you. Mm-hmm. I can put on the strap, but like at this point, like, you know, what are we doing? Yeah. So I just think that the women were different. I think that the women are very different now. They don't know how to fight for a marriage. And then I just want to encourage y'all with this really quick. Something in my spirit has been keeping this in my heart. And that is the power of persuasion. So a lot of women that are looking at men that y'all think is average, which is probably on your level, because the average is the norm, right? Mm-hmm. There's a top 10% that are like this divine beauty and like billionaires. Most of us are on the same level. I don't think that women even know the power of persuasion and the gift to prophetically suggest y'all into being who y'all are made to be. I think that we lack the awareness and sometimes even ignorant to the fact that God created us to be a helpmate. So when women are looking for an equal, they're actually not even operating in their divine purpose, because we are supposed to help you get to who you are supposed to be. Yeah. So when we're asking for y'all to show up as a trick, we're operating as a man. The word says that God prepared the woman for the man. So yes, we are supposed to be in our divine purpose, and there's a gift in us to pull and extract out who God put in them. I have witnessed that in my marriage. The gift of being able to speak life into him, the Lord speaking to me, having clarity on who I know that he is. And I do that, and I assist that with my words, by my encouragement, by me praying over him. And if I only came into this marriage like, oop, you're not a millionaire, oop, you don't talk like this, you don't walk like this, I would have missed out on a gift. Yeah. And so a lot of women are thinking men are not arrived at a certain point. It's like, baby, but you have the power to help. Helpmate, help him, you know? And I think that women had that type of thinking back in the day. I don't think we have that no more.
Man, a woman's mouth can turn a man into a millionaire.
Okay, both ways.
Yep. Just straight up. Just speaking it straight out. Yeah, baby, you could do this. What? For real?
Yeah.
I think it was I can't remember who I was watching. They said every man has this really like little boy effect in us. Like, you got to speak to the little boy in him. Like, it's like, you know, when you're little, you'd be like, look at you and your muscles. You're like, flex for me, flex for me. And he's like, that's how we are. If you just if I come in that mug and I've been working out, you'd be like, and you say,
chest?
Okay, girl, you better start playing with me. I'm going tomorrow then. You better start playing with me. Let me go again. I'm going to go. Like, that's what you have, that type of effect. You get that check. I don't care what the check look like. Okay. It drop it at account. Okay, check.
Okay, period. Like, okay, paying the bills.
Yeah. I see you budgeting.
Okay.
What? That's what you're supposed to say. Tell them, like, I see you doing that budgeting thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, tell them that it's attractive or something.
No, for
you
sure.
Tell them you do those type of things. You speak to that in him, boy. Woo, he turn up mighty as a Hercules or something.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
It's literally like, and I don't mean to say this like this, but y'all follow me. It's literally like a child. When our daughters do something that I really want them to do, like clean the room, and they don't want to do it, I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys are such good girls. This is what pretty girls do. This is what smart girls do. They live in a clean room. You see this area, you can read your book. Let's play some jazz. Don't I do this? I'm like, let's play some jazz music, because I listen to jazz when I'm cleaning up. They want to be like mommy. So I'm suggesting, hey, just prophetic suggestions to bring out who I see in you, okay? Yep. And that's the same thing for a man. Sis, if you watching this, your man ain't doing what he's supposed to do. He ain't cleaning. He ain't helping you around the house. He's not taking out the trash on time. He's being lazy. He's on a game. He ain't doing what he's supposed to do. You suggest that. So when he take out the trash and he don't do it often, thank you, babe. It smells so good. I love when it's fresh. You take out the trash. Thank you, daddy, for doing that. When he gets done helping you with those dishes, praise him for that. Because they want that anyways. Even though it's a normal thing that they should be doing, y'all. It is a power that lies within us to be able to persuade and prophetically suggest them into who they are to be. And so I feel like the women back then, yes, maybe some of them would have left if they had Instagram, but I think they just had a different grit about themselves.
Hey, yeah. Well, I mean, so first off, I want to add to that what you just said, babe. When he done doing all that, y'all pump him up, make sure y'all give him a treat. All right? Listen. Real good to get a treat along with it, too.
You think that every time you wash them dishes, you supposed to get some?
I don't think so. But if I know if I do enough things,
you're going to get some.
It's going to lead to it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, because you relieve the tension off of me.
Yeah.
So that's something. Let me just say this. A lot of y'all men are complaining.
We didn't open up something now. Fellas.
No, because a lot of y'all men are complaining about women not doing it enough. Women not being freaky enough. She doesn't even have the emotional room to be that for you. Relieve her. Let her go get a massage. Tell her, I booked the nanny for the day. Go with your friends. Here's $300. Save up for it. Be thoughtful. I know most of y'all ain't. So how can you be thoughtful? You can go YouTube. What are things that women like to do? What are things that relieve? You can research it and help your wife relieve some of the tension, because a lot of times it's not even the fact that she don't want you intimately. She's probably stressed out, tired, and drained. So relieve her. For those of y'all that I know y'all ready to say, yeah, they do be. No, y'all don't be helping us either. So let's help each other out. Let's both remove the tension and remove the stress.
Yeah.
Okay?
Message.
All right, y'all. That's it.
Hey,
y'all let us. Y'all, anything else?
Nah. We just gotta disagree on that. The main subject. But hey, it is what it is. Y'all let us know. What do y'all think about this subject right here? Y'all think that they still would have been out here with the social media? What grandma would have been out too? I want to know in the comments right now below. This is an Iwegbus production.
Period.
Hey, thank you for making it to the end of this video. If you could do us a huge favor, please hit that like button and please subscribe.
Yes, and please do not forget to hit that notification bell. We need y'all to be locked in every single time we drop this fire content. Yes. Also, we need y'all to follow us on all social media platforms at the Iwegbus. And look, we will see y'all on the next video.